Hey y'all.
What's up guys, welcome back to Garage Built. I'm Miguel.
And I'm Alex.
And we're doing some...
And that's Sylvie.
So we're doing some stainless steel brake lines, which are also silver. We're doing Sylvie brake lines. We're going to show you guys how to put them on the front and the rear. And you know, stainless steel brake lines don't really improve your braking power, but for the track it will help when you're using your brakes a lot and creating that heat. Your plastic lines can melt or get really brittle and break, so the stainless steel is a great option to stay safe at the track and make sure you can brake, or else you'll break if you can't brake.
But the main point is that they're silver.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna match the car.
Alright
guys, so the first thing is we're gonna start with the banjo bolt. Okay, it's right here. It's gonna be a 14mm bolt. When you undo it, brake fluid is gonna come out. Also make sure that you know the path of your brake line, just so you can put it the exact same way with the stainless steel, so that when you are driving, turning the wheel or whatever, it's not getting caught or anything, yanked or pulled out. And then you're also gonna have two 12mm bolts, one right behind the caliper, right here. You guys can see my finger, right there. And then another one that attaches to the coil.
Point at it.
Right there. And then if you keep following it, there's gonna be this right here. That one is a 10mm bolt that you're gonna want to use a flare wrench. Please make sure you use a flare wrench. We might have not had one and might have stripped the other bolt, and it was rough. It was rough to get off. I was being cheap. I thought any 10mm wrench would do, and it didn't do.
It didn't do.
It did me. So yeah, so we're just gonna do
no
that.
WD-40 involved.
A whole can of WD-40.
Oh man. Alright.
Yeah, very lubed up. Alright, so we're just taking off the banjo bolt.
You're gonna see the brake fluid leak. Miguel, we recommend wearing gloves just so your hands, you don't have
so
to.
they don't smell like shit. Depending on the stainless steel kit that you get, some will come with a new banjo bolt and new washers. There's a washer on each side. Just depending, the one that I bought brings new stuff, but...
Hand me the light real quick so they can see it better.
The light?
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, sorry.
I meant hand it to me. Alright, just so you guys can see it better.
Yeah, make sure, to keep it if yours doesn't come with it. Okay, so next is the two 12mm bolts that are holding the line.
What kit did you buy?
Signs of Speed stainless steel kit for the AP1.
And did it come with the washer?
Yeah, it came with everything except one clip thing that I'll show you guys in a second.
As you guys can see, I'm a professional recorder, so you're only seeing the lower half of his face.
It's my better half.
Real quick update. Because Miguel has the HKs, the stock one is a 12mm. However, his on the HKs is a 10mm.
Yep, 10mm, just because it's aftermarket. So if you have anything aftermarket,
As you can see, that one's off. The one that goes over here is off, and then the one right there, the banjo, is off.
So next we go to the top.
So now we're gonna follow the path along. Right, this one right here.
Alright, so next is the one up here. It's a 10mm, like I said. This is a flare wrench. That's what you're going to want to use. Like I said earlier, we messed up the other side because I was cheap and didn't want to buy anymore.
Don't forget the nut. Flare nut wrench.
What did I say?
Flare wrench. There's definitely flare involved, but...
So it just fits right in, and then...
Okay, well, I'm only recording your hand. There you go.
I have beautiful hands. So slide all the way in, and then, if you get to that base, you should be good. Alright, so that's what it looks like after you unscrew it all the way. Okay, this little piece has some play. Oh, the light.
It's creating a shadow on it, so.
Is that better?
1 second, guys. Technical difficulties. We've just bought a light for the first time in our lives. Alright, so show it to them again.
Alright, so this is what it looks like when it's unscrewed all the way. Next, there's a clip right up here that you're going to want to take some needle nose pliers and just kind of grip onto it as much as you can and wiggle it from side to side. It's a pain in the ass. Let's turn to the side. Just go from side to side. It'll eventually come out. Or not. Or you hit your hand like that. Ow. I try to be strong for you guys, but
look at the pain in his face.
Ooh-wee. It ripped my glove. Nice.
That also tends to happen. You want to make sure you're careful. Make sure your glove's not ripped. That's how accidents happen.
That's how we came into this world. Side to side. It's almost, oh, there it is. And this is what it looks like. Make sure you keep this. My kit, this is the only thing that it didn't come with, so this is going to have to be reused when you put the new ones on. So just, like I said, check your clip.
Check your clip. Check your what, bro? 2 hands, huh?
Wild. Whew, it's been a while. Yeah.
What did it say?
So yeah, you're gonna want to save this unless your stuff comes with it, because it's gonna have to go back in.
What's it called again? A clip.
Clip. All right. So after you pull the clip out, basically you just pull the old line out. It might still drip a little, so just be careful.
When you pull it out, it might be dripping, so you want to just be careful. Make sure nothing falls anywhere.
And yeah, this is the old one.
Let me zoom out a little bit. Alrighty, there you go. That's the old one.
So this is the banjo bolt that comes with the kit. Washer on the inside. Throw it through, and then washer on the other side. What? Throw it through? Is that wrong?
No, I'm looking, my man.
You're looking at me? Okay, see? Okay, I was confused. So...
He gets nervous when I look at him.
That's right. So you're just want to put everything in place how it was before, like we said. Follow your line.
Follow your line.
Follow your line.
Follow your line. That is the critical racing advice we can give you. Just follow your line. Follow the line.
So I start off with the banjo bolt and work my way from there.
I don't know if you guys could see that.
Ooh, I dropped the washer.
You dropped what?
The washer's falling out. Okay, we got it back.
Don't drop your washer. So we switched positions. Still having a hard time. He doesn't know if he wants to go to the front or the back.
So I hand tighten it up here just to kind of hold it in place for me.
I don't know if you guys can see it. You probably can't from here. So what he's talking about is where he used the flare nut wrench. He hand tightened it so that it holds it in place. He followed it through. He fed it through around. And now he's trying to do the banjo. Are you trying to do the banjo? No, he's trying to do the one on the coil. On the HKs, that 10mm one.
For the banjo bolt, it's not the OEM torque spec. My kit came with instructions, and the instructions it says that the banjo bolt should be from 12 to 14 foot-pounds. Make sure to follow the kit that you buy. Follow their instructions, because from what I read and researched, if you tighten the banjo bolt or the aftermarket banjo bolt to OEM specs, it's gonna break inside of there and it's gonna be a pain. So yeah, ours is 12 to 14.
That was nothing. You guys heard nothing. Continue.
I feel like I was caught doing something bad. It's terrible.
You were. It's called spending money.
Yeah, so hand tighten everything first to get it oriented properly, then the banjo bolt 12 to 14 for my SOS kit, and then it's going to be 7 foot-pounds for the 2 nuts that hold the line, the one on the coil and the one directly to the caliper area. Alright, so next you're going to want to get a 17mm for this bottom piece right here to kind of hold it in place, and use the 10 again up here to tighten this down. Yeah, so you're just gonna slowly but surely, oh, too much, tighten that into place. Alright, so guys, I'm bringing back the fingerless gloves, first of all. But yeah, so reusing that old clip, it's gonna go face up, like this slip face up, and then the curve. Okay, so it's gonna go in like that.
How?
Okay, like that. So lip face up, and the two little things going down. You might not be able to push it in with your hands, so you can grab like a little hammer and flathead screwdriver and just kind of hammer it in.
You just want to lay the hammer down, you know?
Oh yeah. Alright guys, so we're here in the back. So the first thing you want to do is take off this little brake heat shield. There's two 10mm bolts, one right here and then one right on top, and then you'll wiggle this out. Okay, and after you do that, there's two more 10mm bolts holding the actual brake line. There's one right here and then one right behind where the heat shield is. So we'll go ahead and take off. So this is the heat shield, one here, and then there's one right up here and then one right behind that heat shield. That's why that has to come off. So we'll take that off and show you what it looks like. This is the wrong size. It's a 12.
It's a 12, guys. Alright, so now those bolts for the heat shield are off. So if this thing will focus.
Has ADHD just like we do.
Man, this is not focusing. Give me a second. Ew. Alright, there you go.
So you wiggle the heat shield off, finagle it a little, just like that, and then there's going to be the two bolts I said, also 10mm, right here, one up top, and then one right behind that, right underneath it. They're right on top of each other. So back here, you're going to want to keep those bolts that that hold the brake line, because you'll be reusing them. Back here, there's that same clip, just like up front. You're going to want to keep that clip. And then same thing, 14mm for the banjo bolt. When you loosen it again, make sure to have something to catch the fluid underneath. And yeah, we're
banjo bolt and clip is up there.
Slowly getting there.
You guys cannot see a darn thing because this will not zoom and focus. How do I focus this thing?
Just tell it.
Focus.
Give it meds.
Here's your Adderall.
Alright, so we're going to get the pan and take this banjo bolt off. Alright, so after you take the old one out, or the old clip, and pull the old one out, just put the new one, you know, up here, and then put it back exactly how the first one was, so you don't, you know, same thing like in the front.
You're doing the same exact thing, just doing it in the back. Just
so you don't get it snagged with anything. So it goes kind of like in the back. It's actually easier to do the banjo bolt first and then thread it upward, and then the front is the opposite. It's easier to go from the top down. Alright, so this is how it looks when it's on. So same thing with this banjo bolt. Follow the instructions of whoever you buy your lines from.
Manufacturer.
Manufacturer. And then the heat shield nuts are actually a tiny bit smaller than the ones that hold the brake line in place, so just in case you get confused, those are smaller. So you just finagle the heat shield back on and tighten it up. And then up here, it's going to be just like the front, the 10mm flare wrench, and then 17 down below to like hold it in place while you tighten the top. And you just tighten everything up and you should be good to go.
Good to go. You don't have to like bleed your brakes or anything.
Oh yeah, when you're completely done with the project, obviously you got air in your lines, so do a full brake fluid drain. Not drain, but get the fluid, get the air.
Get the fluid in the lines and the air out of the lines. Bleed your brakes. Make sure they're working.
Yes.
Please don't just put your tires back on and go drive. It won't be a fun ride.
Alright guys, and that's how they look when they're done. These are the fronts. Back looks basically the same.